How's my hair? Is it luscious and beautiful and not thin? Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I realized that the name Date Night Wife actually might be a little bit misleading because not all of my content are date nights. However, I just wanted to let you know really briefly that the history of Date Night Wife came from when I started planning around the world date nights for Patrick a few years ago. And I thought it would just be a fun way to kind of explore new cuisines and, you know, push myself out of my comfort zone, try to make new things. And I don't know, we love traveling. So I just thought it would be a really fun idea for a date night. So I'm kind of bringing it back tonight. And I think I'm gonna bring back more of these and do a little series on them. So we're starting with France, which, I don't know. I don't think I've ever made French cuisine or, I don't know. So I really am kind of just winging it here tonight. And I'm gonna be making beef bourguignon and an apple tartine. I don't know how to say it. Apple tartine. And that's 6 months of French lessons down the drain. That's what I'm gonna try to make tonight. And it's just for fun. I've got a fun little movie that we're gonna watch. The real thing here is definitely gonna be the meal. So I hope this inspires you and I hope that you give it a try because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, so let's get to it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see more date nights. If you have any ideas for date night countries that you want me to do, let me know. I've got some in mind for the next few, but super open to suggestions and love a challenge. However, not sure that I will actually necessarily be able to pull it off. But anyway, I'm open to a challenge. We're going sort of easy tonight with France. And by easy, I just mean there were lots of options. I don't mean that cooking this food is going to be easy at all. We'll see how it goes. So I would recommend you prep everything first. So I am just chopping onions. I wasn't sure how to chop them. The recipe wasn't clear. This is what I decided. Get your garlic. You could use minced garlic, but I think Julia Child would like roll over in her grave if you use minced garlic for this recipe. So I did not. I couldn't have that on my conscience, you guys. I just couldn't. And same with thyme. I'm sure you could use the dry ingredients, but I went fresh for this. Smelled amazing. Got my onions, a little bit of flour all ready to go, and the garlic. And then I didn't need to do this yet, but I wanted to prep it all at once. So I went ahead and chopped up the shallots. We'll use them later. This was kind of a rough chop. And the mushrooms. So slowly getting Patrick into mushrooms. I did just kind of a rough chunky chop. And don't at me, okay? I have great knife skills, as you can clearly see. So first step was to brown the beef. I altered this recipe a little bit and made it smaller since it was just the two of us. I kind of cut it in half about. So I will make sure I link that in the description below. I did the beef in batches because I didn't want to crowd the pot, so, and what's the rush anyway? It's got to cook for hours. After the beef's done, that's when you want to saute up the onions. I noticed it was not wet in there and I wanted a little bit more liquid, so I put some olive oil in there. The recipe calls for a bay leaf. I didn't have any, I forgot them at the store because I'm the worst, and so just kidding. And so I used oregano instead of the bay leaf, which will come in later. So then I add the beef back in, combine it, and then sprinkle it with this flour that I had already measured out, and just kind of toss it around, give it a little swirl. Techniques in this video are going to be out of this world, you guys. Here's my cooking wine. Yes, I had a glass of it. Oh, look at that. Pour the wine over slowly. Oh, look at it. I can't look away. I'm like mesmerized by this wine. Okay, oh God, okay, it's over. Whew. Okay, then combine it. Make sure it's covering everything. And then we sprinkle in the garlic and our fresh thyme, and our little oregano, which replaces the bay leaf, and then pepper and salt. Where's the salt? Here it is. There's the salt. Combine that all, and then we're gonna put the lid on, and then it goes into the oven for 2 hours. So it cooks low and slow. Bye! So when we were about 15 minutes away from pulling the beef bourguignon out, I got some oil nice and hot, some olive oil, and then added in those shallots, or shallots, as Gordon Ramsay would prefer me to say. And then I added in our diced pancetta. So then we pulled this baby out. It was smelling so good. And then we add all this. So the pancetta and the shallots, we just kind of combined and lightly warmed up, I guess. They're gonna go back in the oven. And then you add in the mushrooms, combine it all up. And cover it, and then she just goes back in the oven. Super easy, you guys. Have a glass of wine. You deserve it. Yeah, you. Yep. Yeah, you. You're worth it. You are. I asked Patrick to decant our actual bottle of wine that we had for dinner, so I picked out a nice bottle of Burgundy. It was a bottle of Burgundy, or was that where it was from? Burgundy. Oh boy, yikes. Anyway, that's what he's doing. It was a nice glass of wine, so I wanted him to decant it. And we were starving and had some brie in the fridge. So there it is. That was our snack while we waited. So we're gonna move on to the tarte tatin. So get a lemon and cut it in half, and then you're gonna take half that lemon and put it in a bowl of water. Bye, lemon, you're the best. Thanks, lemon. So then you wanna peel your apples and core them. I struggled with the first one, but got a lot quicker after. Oh, you got it, okay, whew, yep. So just get through all your apples. And then put them in the bowl with the lemon, and then they'll just wait there until you're ready for them. Take your vanilla bean, which you can get at pretty much any store, and then what we're gonna try to do is have some horrible camera work, first of all, so you actually cannot see what I'm doing at all. Figure it out, Kendall. There we go. So we're just actually getting the little like pods, the little beans out of the middle, and we're gonna use the whole pod anyway, so don't worry. And you need some brandy. Cut to me buying brandy. Okay, so here we go. This is happening. Get the sugar and your brandy. And then you wanna, on I think it was medium to high heat, we're gonna combine it, add in your little vanilla bean. Really technical terms here today, guys. And then just combine it. And we're gonna get it nice and hot. And once it starts getting all bubbly, oh, bubbles! Look at those bubbles. Once it starts getting bubbly, then we're gonna add in our apples. Shloop, boop, beep. Those are my apple sound effects. You're welcome. And we're just gonna coat them, get them all covered in that good. It was honestly supposed to be a little bit more caramelly, so I added some sugar at the end to kind of help it out. Then once it's all good to go, you add in your cubes of butter, which I had prepped already. And then you cover it with puff pastry, which again, I had prepped already. So you wanna tuck it in around the pan, but just be really careful. Use a wooden spoon because that caramel is hot. Hot, hot. Oh, and then our beef baby is out. Let's take, oh, that's it. That was it. Tatin is in the oven. And here she is coming out of the oven looking amazing. You guys, when you go to flip this, make sure you're wearing 2 oven mitts and a dish towel. And use a lipped plate like that because juices come out and you don't want that on you. But oh, look at that. Look at that. I'd never made one of these before. So there was our tatin and there was our beef bourguignon. And then we watched Chocolat, I can say that, with Johnny Depp. If you didn't know, now you know. And just had a great little evening in. Jake had a little playtime, And at the end of the night, we even decided to try a little bit of the brandy. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.